Good morning student, myself Dr. Sarita Kumari. Today I am going to teach you the chapter solid state. What is solid? The substances which having melting point above room temperature are called solid. Solid having definite shape, definite size and volume also. Why the substances exist in a solid state? Because they have strong intermolecular force of attraction. Those substances which having strong intermolecular force of attraction only exist as a solid form. Now we can classify the solid on different bases. Number one is on the basis of nature of order present in the arrangement of solid, constituent particle of solid. That means on the constituent particle here may be atom, ion or molecule. How the atom, ion or molecules are arranged in that particular solid can be further classified into two types. Number one is the crystalline solid. Those solid which follows long range of ordered arrangement are called the crystalline solid. Like all metallic solids are crystalline solid, all ionic solids are crystalline solid. The crystalline solid having a definite latent heat of fusion. That means they have a fixed melting point as well as boiling point, and they have a fixed geometrical shape. As for example, copper sulfate, sodium chloride, these all comes under the crystalline solid. Now the another class of the solid on the basis of ordered of arrangement of constituent particles is amorphous solid. What is amorphous solid? Those solid which do not follows long range of ordered arrangement are called the amorphous solid. As for example, silica, that in simple language, common language we call them glass. Silica, rubber, they have the different melting point and boiling point. That means they do not have the fixed latent heat of fusion. Such type of solid do not have a definite geometrical shape, are called the amorphous solid. Example, all polymers are amorphous solid. Amorphous solid are also called either pseudo solid or supercooled liquid. Now on the basis of nature of intermolecular forces, the solid can further be divided into four categories. Number one is the molecular solid. In molecular solid, the constituent particles are of molecules. They are further classified into three types. Number one is the non-polar molecular solid. In non-polar molecular solid, they are made up of either atoms, as for example argon or helium, or the molecule formed by non-polar covalent bond like hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecule and iodine molecule. Atoms or the molecules are held by weak dispersive forces, or that is also called the London forces. They have low melting point and exist usually in liquid or gaseous state at room temperature. Another type of molecular solid are, that is number two, is the polar molecular solid. The molecular solid, in polar molecular solid, the molecules of substances are formed by polar covalent bond. The molecules are held by relatively stronger dipole-dipole force of attraction. Since the dipole-dipole force of attraction is stronger than dispersive or London force of attraction, so the polar molecular solid having high melting point as well as boiling point than the non-polar covalent solid. Examples are solid sulfur dioxide and solid ammonia. Now the third type of molecular solid is hydrogen bonded molecular solid. The molecules of such solid contain polar covalent bond between hydrogen and the most electronegative element like fluorine, oxygen or nitrogen. They are held by stronger hydrogen bonding. They are non-conductor of electricity. They are volatile liquid or soft solid under room temperature and pressure. Now, the second one type of solid is the ionic solid. In ionic solid, the constituent particles are ions, that is cations and as well as anions. They are held by strong electrostatic force of attraction. Since they are held by strong electrostatic force of attraction, so they have high melting point and boiling point, and since the ions are tightly held in, so they do not conduct electricity in solid state, but they conduct electricity in aqueous form or form or in their molten state. Example are NaCl, that means sodium chloride, zinc sulfate or ionic solid. Third type of the solid is metallic solid. In metallic solid, the positive ions or the positive metal ion are surrounded by or you can say that immersed in pool of electrons or sea of electron. That means in metallic solid, the metal ion is surrounded by the electron which are surrounding them. These electrons are mobile and evenly spread throughout the metal surface. So, the metallic solid can conduct electricity in solid state also due to this free electron. Metallic solid are highly malleable and ductile because they have free electron or mobile electron. So, the metallic solid are malleable as well as ductile. Metallic solid are lustrous and colored in some cases due to this property is also due to this free electron. When the light fall on this metallic surface, the free electron absorbs the light and emit it in the form of luster as well as color. Now the fourth solid is the covalent or network solid. The covalent solid are made up of atoms. They are bonded by covalent bond between the adjacent atom throughout the crystal. Hence, they are also known as the network solid. Covalent solid are very hard and brittle, hard but brittle. They have extremely high melting point and even they decompose before melting. They are insulated and do not conduct electricity, as for example diamond and silicon carbide. But in case of graphite is also a covalent or network solid, but they conduct electricity. This is the exception because the presence of one mobile electron or unbonded electron in the graphite covalent solid. So, due to presence of one free electron in each atom of graphite, the graphite conduct electricity in solid state. Thank you.